This is WMK Survival with a gear review of the Leatherman Super Tool 300. This multi-tool is a great one to have, especially for bushcraft, woodcraft, or just all-around day-to-day tasks. It has a very nice knife with a convex grind. You've got a very good wood and metal file, great for just finishing up your bushcraft stuff, making a spoon or something. You've got an awl. You've got two. Let me put that knife away along with the file. You've got a lanyard hole, so in case you wanted to rock a lanyard on here. You've got an awl for leather working, and you've got two sizes of flathead screwdrivers just on that one side. You've got your serrated blade. You've got your saw. This saw cuts awesome. It's one of the best multi-tool saws I've ever used. You've got your Phillips and another small flathead, and then you've got a can opener. I chose the uncoated version. They also come in a black oxycoat, I think you pronounce it. I've got one of the newer ones, so it's got the replaceable wire cutters, even though you're supposed to do your heavy work down here. So let's get to using the knife. We're going to do a version of the one stick fire. I've already cut down some smaller sticks, so I'll show you the feather sticking, and we'll hopefully light them up. Okay, so right now we're going to be doing some feather sticks. Feather sticks are very essential in fire making and bushcraft and woodcraft. It also tells you how good of a knife you have and the sharpness of it and the blade angle and grind. So a lot of people like to use the middle part of the blade, but if you do that, you're going to get thicker cuts. I mean, you can get some really fine curls there, but I don't prefer to use that. I prefer to use the tip up there and lead with that. It gives you a lot more pronounced curls, even though if you look at that, that's pretty pronounced. I mean, that's nice curls. I'm going to keep that because that was good. I'm going to start there. Darn it. Try and do it on the table so that whenever those really fine stuff go down, they go with it. Alright, so as you can see, this makes some pretty good curls. I'm going to finish it up and do a whole lot more so that we can light it up, and then I'll show you how good of fuzz sticks this thing makes. Right now I'm going to be lighting this stuff up. I only have one small fuzz stick in here and a bunch of nice curls, and then I got some thicker stuff on top, so try and light her up. Now, you'll notice I'm going to be striking towards it and away from it, just doing both. See how I got a new ferrule rod and striker, the Exotac poly striker. See how it goes. those things are catching. Yeah. Never let it be said that you cannot light feather sticks on fire, because there, I mean, that's a pretty good. From there, I would have thrown on pencil lead sized sticks and pencil sized and such as that. But in case you don't have birch bark, or, well, this actually was cottonwood, but I did not use any of the inner bark, or the bark to use it. So just did that. And really what you're doing, because if you paid attention over here on this side, it was smoldering for a while. You gotta heat it up a lot, and that's what really catches it. You gotta bring it up temperature. I left this wood out here all night to make it wet, to show you guys how you can do it. You just gotta have a good ferro rod. I've done it before with my SE4 with a $5 cheapo ferro rod that I got from Walmart. You just got to know how to do it. Alright, so right now we're going to be testing out the saw, see how it goes. Let's get close. Now, a nice thing to note is all this fine dust that's coming out. If you put that in your tinder bundle or something like that, you're going to be able to have really, it's basically like a fuzz stick. So right now you're getting a pretty good gap in there. Kind of V-notch. Clean that up. That's pretty nice. Let's we'll cut back here. Good Lord. Come around on the other side. It's pretty good. Let me try a cut in like that, like do a V cut like you would do if you're going to do a bow drill. Stump is not liking me very much. Turn around the angle. Help if we got the stick out of the bottom. Goodness, work with me. Come in on the other side. A little bit more to go. Doesn't need to be. Then on the bottom, if you want to do it right, if you're doing a bow drill or hand drill or whatever, you're going to want to channel the bottom so that you get airflow in there. If you haven't seen Dave Canterbury's video about that, you should check it out. Cut towards myself, let you guys see. This is basically what you would do if you're making a bow drill or hand drill. and you just want to create airflow in there, because that's how you get fire going. You gotta have oxygen, heat, and flame. So, here you go. Let's try the all out for these purposes. Say you wanted to put a hole in, drill a hole in. This all is very nice. I've actually done some leather stuff with it, but I don't have any leather with me right now, so unfortunately. Perhaps you want to make a bow drill divot. Maybe I should do it over here. Of course, you would want to do this divot beforehand, so I'll just finish it up over here. So you want your V-cut, your V-notch to go into it about that much. But keep doing this. There, you got a nice little divot, and you could start to burn it in. Of course, it would be bigger because this is just a small sample. Alright, so now we're going to show you the sheath. The sheath is one version of it. They also have a molly webbing one, so that if you're looking for it to be tactical use, you can put it on your backpack or your whatever you want, but you could, with that version, you can also put it on your belt. But I chose the leather one. Whenever I got it, it was a bit small, but I just wet formed it so that, I guess you could say wet formed it so that it would get over. It had a little bit trouble getting over. I guess it was a little bit high, so I just made it a little bit stiffer. Real nice, fits it well. This leather is really nice, comes really smooth, but I've kind of scuffed it up a little bit. The belt loop is pretty tight in there. I mean, you're going to be able to fit 2-inch belts, and that's pretty much it. None of those. I know Blackhawk makes a 3-inch tactical rigger's belt, and that's definitely not going to fit, because I know a bunch of guys wear those, and it doesn't fit in there. It fits really well. It's got a place for the bit kit up front here. It's got really nice buttons. You can hear a really good snap. On the side here, it's got a place for a ferro rod loop. If you're gonna use this as a ferro rod loop, I would go out and invest in some shock cord so that you can loop it around, because if you shake it upside down while a ferro rod's in there, it's gonna fall right out and you're gonna be out of a ferro rod. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tell your friends and subscribe.